So we're out. I know my hair's crazy. It's kind of spotty, rainy stuff. We've been gone for a week now, it seems. I went to the shot clinic, I think, the last time, and then we had Fanboy, which I uploaded like kind of a video slideshow. And I'm sorry that my pictures sometimes, I don't know why, and I've tried to fix it where it zooms and pans because you don't always see anything in the picture really, except for maybe feet or waist. But yeah, so I've had my second derma rolling or needling done, and I've been really happy with that. I'm currently waiting on my kit to come so I can do cupping. If you guys are not familiar with that, then I will try to get a video done to show you what cupping is. It's an old method of kind of helping to heal the body through suction, and in the process too it gives a deep tissue massage, but it's better for people who have like fibromyalgia because instead of pressing on the muscles, it's pulling the muscles up. And yes, it does leave some bruising, but no, it doesn't hurt. And I found some really nice professional kits that are very sanitary, so I'm doing that. I got my little cup today for my face for like doing facials and stuff, so I'm really excited about that. I haven't got any new makeup to review or go over. Fanboy was a blast. I had a blast at Fanboy. Me and my husband went Saturday, and it was super busy. And we went around and talked to all kinds of people. I met Ryan Hurst, and he was such a doll. And Saturday we didn't really talk to a whole lot of people. Sunday we did, because it was a little slower and the kids were with us. Aiden ran away from Lou Ferrigno at first, and then we took him back and he got his, his autograph from him. And Kayla met Ralph Macchio, and then the other guy who I cannot remember his name, but they're Johnny Boy and Pony Boy from The Outsiders. Or the other little boy, or Pony Boy is actually the same little boy that's the little kid in E.T. too. So she met them. And we talked to the guy that played Darth Vader in Rogue One. He was 7'4", enormous. He's apparently a kickboxer too. A very sweet man. He was telling us how his daughter plays professional soccer. Let's see. Who else was nice that we talked to? I didn't.
Tatanka and Hatchel together.
Yeah. Oh, and I talked to Lita too. That was awesome because I've always wanted to thank her for starting the rescue that she did in North Carolina, which is for whenever there's a domestic violence call. It's proven that most of the time, if the one that is abused has an animal that they love, that whenever the cops have to call and somebody leaves the house, if the animal's left behind with the abuser, a lot of times the abuser will abuse the animal as well to get back the person. So what they do is they go in and remove the animals from those situations if needed. And so I absolutely love that about her, that she loves the animals. Plus how she kind of revolutionized women's wrestling was a big deal for me. Seeing the original Tinkerbell, that was pretty cool. I mean, I'm not a big Tinkerbell fan like some people are, but I grew up with those cartoons, and she's like 80 or 90, and we've seen Beaver from, I think that was his name, Wally Beaver or something like that, from that old TV show.
Wait, Wally?
I can't remember who all was there, but I just know we had a really good time. We've seen a lot of interesting costumes. I hope you can tell by some of the photos.
Oh yeah, we saw two people dressed like Tyler Joseph from 21 Pilots, and they were both girls.
Yeah, we've seen that, and we've seen several that was just dressed like Tony Stark. And what's really funny is that is such a simple costume. And the one guy that built the Toothless that was there from Make-A-Wish, he was the best Tony Stark that I've seen there. There was a girl dressed as Tony Stark that was not very good. Just didn't look like she put much effort into it. She threw on a suit jacket and a shirt with a light under it and some sunglasses, and like penciled in her goatee. There was a picture of him with one of the Tony Starks that he liked. Let's see, what other cool costumes were there?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, the Count Chocula and Guardians of the Galaxy, the Groot, I would say those were probably some costumes that took a couple of years to make. And then when we did some research on Count Chocula Fanboy, we found that last year there was the Barry one. One of the most interesting cosplayers that I've seen there, and if they were in the costume contest, I hope to God they won at least something, because they had three of the Power Rangers there. They had the red one, the pink one, and then the guy that plays the green and the white one. He's also Bloodshot in the new thing that's coming out or is out or whatever. He was dressed as Purple Rain, like a cross between the Purple Ranger and Prince, and he had a guitar, and I so wish I would have gotten a picture, but by the time that I found him when it wasn't so busy, he didn't have his helmet on, and I knew that he was getting hot. I was getting hot in that, just in the main part of the convention, because it was just so jam-packed and so busy. Even when, I mean, that's our newest convention center that we were at, and it sucked. The convention didn't suck, but how hot it was sucked bad. We have 3 new products for with My Club 8. If you guys have not followed my Club 8 Facebook on Facebook, you need to do so, because they're throwing out random specials that are very short, like 24 hours, 28 hours. You can also sign up to join my Club 8 and sell it yourself for free. And that too, I mean, you can order your own and all that, but I went ahead and got my vitamin D while I could get free shipping on it. So what was you were going to show him something?
Okay, so that's the Purple Ranger.
I don't know if that's the same one from Fanboy, or if it's somebody else that's done that costume as well, but it's really cool.
But yeah, there's also like 2 of these kids who are dressed like Five Nights at Freddy's characters. That's pretty cool.
I can't remember, like, the guy that was with Ralph Macchio. Now, a lot of these people will sometimes set up with managers, and sometimes they just have somebody from the convention that holds their money and helps them. The girl that was with Ron Hurst, I wanted to slap her. She's not his manager. She was just a volunteer with the convention, and he was willing to do so much, but if you didn't pay for it, even though he was willing to and she wasn't his manager, she threw a fit. And that's their money. That is not the convention's money. That's their money. So if they're willing to do something for free, then she shouldn't say anything. And Ron Hurst is so soft-spoken that he wouldn't speak up. And I found out that it did not only happen to me, it happened to a few other people too. And because of that, it really kind of ruined the experience with him. I think she was probably new as a volunteer with Fanboy, and I really hope she learned something from this year. I'm going to try to volunteer for the fall, when so far all they've really announced has been wrestlers. I have not really looked. Have you looked, Aiden, besides who all's coming in October besides Sergeant Slaughter and who's the other one? Ted DiBiase? No. Who is it? Bobby the Brain. That's right. Because my friend Mac they're friends. Mac used to work for WWE back in the day. His best friend was Andre the Giant, and I know him from indie wrestling. He's retired now, older man in his 70s. Absolute sweetheart. He was at Marble City Comic Con, which is another smaller con that happens here in Knoxville. He was a guest of theirs one year. because of his long run in wrestling. He was involved in several factions around the South when wrestling was really booming in the late 70s, early 80s. He knows a lot of the guys personally. Ron Garvin is a really good friend of his. Andre the Giant was his best friend. And he always has the most amazing stories and photographs as well. Aiden, when he first met him, he didn't believe that he was friends with some of these people, and he would show him pictures and where, these are old pictures. Hulk Hogan didn't look like Hulk Hogan. Mac had hair and wasn't 70, so, but he knows now. It was a lot of fun. My brother turns 18 on the 9th. They had his party yesterday, and my shitty family did nothing for. My mom tried, but my shitty family was just like, nobody showed up. I had 2 uncles that showed up. My mom has a large family. I'm talking when Christmas time comes, and everybody knows they're going to be getting money or something, and they're all there. There's almost 100 of us. So that is how large our family is. And my brother, he doesn't understand. Thankfully, in a way, he doesn't really care either. But he was looking for certain people that wasn't there. But we went and seen him, and I've got some pictures I'll try to add in here. Hopefully I can get it to not pan and zoom. That gets on my nerves so bad because I would like for you guys to actually see him. He turns 18 on the 9th, but we've already celebrated his birthday. Anything else?
Oh yeah, by the way, earlier you said Johnny Boy. You just added together Johnny from The Outsiders and Pony Boy, and they're best friends in that movie, which is funny. But I found this choker, but I couldn't find the other chokers. That I know where some of them are. Like, I know that one of them's is at my dad's. 2 of them are. So I know where 2 of them are. You want to say anything? Okay.
As far as those chokers go, I'm actually waiting on some things to come in the mail. And I'm going to start making some of those same chokers with charms on them. And instead of charging you, what are the ones with the charms usually cost? Like
$6.
Yeah, I'm not going to charge that much, I promise. It'll probably be a couple of bucks. But I'm going to try to get some colors in. If anybody wants to leave a recommendation, if you like those chokers like that, what kind of colors do you want? I can get rainbow, like rainbow ones, like Gay Pride rainbow. And then I can get just different colored ones. So it's up to you. Ignore his dirty face.
Mine is Harry Potter, though.
Interesting fact. The reason why bucks are called bucks is because Indians, or not Indians, not just Indians, back then they used to use buck skins to trade for stuff. That's why bucks are called bucks.
Oh yeah. Also, my friend that was at Fanboy, she set up with the was it Darth Vader? Mm-hmm. Yeah, she set up with Darth Vader, and she didn't really recognize me because we haven't talked to each other in a long time. Because she graduated high school when I was in, I think, 7th grade. But yeah, she graduated high school, and then so we haven't talked in a while. So she probably didn't really recognize me, but I recognized her. And the last time she volunteered, she was with Andy Biersack. Whatever his name is, I don't care.
Joey Fatone was there, and that was really funny. There was actually 2 NSYNC guys there, but there's the whole thing when he was on Celebrity Deathmatch as being the fat one, because that's technically what his name says. No, I'm not calling him fat. That, me and my husband are old enough to remember Celebrity Deathmatch, and I think we even have some of the DVDs. I watched the made-for-TV movie, Dirty Dancing, last night. It was awful. Well, it wasn't awful. You might actually like it as a musical.
Did they sing Patrick Swayze's song?
They better not up.
But there's some other songs in there too, like new ones. And you'll know the girl because it's Chanel number 3 or whatever again.
Chanel number 3?
Chanel 1, 2.
They need to hurry up with that freaking new season, because that was my show.
They probably did it. It's been a year.
Let's see, I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, and we got a new Monopoly game that was really...
Noxopoly.
Yeah, it's Monopoly, but it's of the city of Knoxville. So that's really kind of interesting. It's cute.
One day we'll have to try to record us playing it one day, like a short clip. For a minute.
If you buy all 4 Knoxvilles, the people you're playing with are screwed.
Yeah, I sold it to her.
Yeah, he messed up and sold her the 4th
But
one.
I got those 3 oranges that were overpowered.
Because if you buy all 4 Knoxvilles, if you have all 4, they're worth $200 and someone lands on one of the
I'm
Knoxvilles.
gonna try to get the same ones I did last time.
I was rich. I got like $2,000.
Cheater.
Not a cheater.
She
You
had-
just made some
she
really
had-
bad deals.
She had the bad Knoxville.
Okay, so when my cupping comes, I'm going to try to show you guys some of that. I'm going to start ordering some random stuff off Wish, and not just Wish, but random cheap stuff that I find from time to time, because sometimes I run on some really good products. I have some snail, it's called snail essence, that I got off Wish, basically for the price of shipping, and it's for under eye issues. It feels so good on the skin, so there's that. I'm trying to think what else.
Is that
And I need to go fix my Derma roller or sanitize it. Let's just sit here and pretend like we're not in the car, because I really don't want to talk to him. He's checking his mail. Our neighbor is out, and he's a really nice guy.
I heard.
He's been battling cancer, but the biggest problem is he's
Aiden, you're moving the car.
he's an alcoholic, and he's an addict, like really bad. And he brings like the worst people out. But he's really nice, but he's really annoying. The last time he talked to me, I was alone, and he told Tim bye, which my husband was at work. There was no one with me out here. He was so messed up. He was seeing people. But he's got his house up for sale, and I'm just wondering who's going to buy it. That house was really nice, and where him and his ex-girlfriend used to get really high, they've destroyed the house. And,
He does weird stuff, too.
yes, that has to do with drugs. But, he's also never fixed, like, the house is really nice, like I said. Well, it was, I don't know. I know there's been some people over there trying to fix part of it, but they've not fixed. One of his friends got so high, or drunk, or both, they hit his house. And, I mean, it wasn't bad. It, like, knocked some of the wood siding off, and then the one rail post for the porch. And they've half-assed it, so, like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, and to prevent...
I would worry about I would worry about how hard it got hit, if it bothered the foundation or whatever. Plus, whoever owns that house, if people start looking for him that don't know where he's at, and they start stopping by there, he gets his shit stolen all the time, because where he owes people money. And, there's another house down the road, just where you can tell when you live in a really country area, like, we can do anything outside, and everybody around us is really nice, but a lot of people have problems. And at the end of the road here, like, let's see if I can kind of show you guys. Yeah. Down there at the very end of that road, that house that's right there, that guy that used to live there I guess he sold pills, and somehow at one point ended up with the other neighbor's lawnmower that was stolen, but he never would tell him who he bought it from. But when he moved, and the guy that lives there now, who is handicapped, moved in, he had people constantly stopping by, looking for this guy, looking to buy drugs and everything else. This is the same house that, like, we had to call the cops because the guy was beating on the woman outside, and the old man lived there, and it was his daughter who just had a baby and her boyfriend. And, like, he was
behind a bush.
Yeah, she was outside when it happened, and she hid behind a bush because she was afraid if they seen her what would happen. So, yeah, it's been crazy, but they're gone now. We got good people there, and I'm just hoping as somebody moves into his house that they don't have the issues that he had originally when he moved in, because he was about ready to move because of it, but finally it stopped. So I'm really hoping that he can move if he moves, that the new people that live there don't have that issue, and he will not go in his house. Is he hitting golf balls in the rain?
Yeah. We can just sneak out.
He has he has like a porch in the back, and
Okay, guys, I'll go open the door.
and he has like a line with fish hooks on it because his mower's under there.
Yeah, I had to call the cops while I was in jail one time because a guy had gotten in his house. When the cops came, I told him, I was like, be careful because he has it rigged around the side of the house. You're going to walk into, like, fish hooks and stuff. Like, this is seriously, like, what we deal with living here. It sucks. I mean, I like living here, don't get me wrong. I like the country, but the people, man, I'm telling you.
He went out the window.
They bulldozed his buddy's house. I think she got arrested. And no, do not do that again. I think she got arrested and rolled on some people, and then they bulldozed her house. So it's interesting. It's kind of like the redneck version of Days of Our Lives up here.
She scared me one time I was going down to the coop.
Yeah. Anyway, thunder's coming. It's time for us to get inside. Bye, guys.